Hi, everybody. I'm Todd McKim along with the coach, and welcome to this week's show, a sequel to a program you saw earlier this month on this station entitled Nightmare in Berkeley. Today, we've brought in some new script writers. We've changed the ending just a little bit, and this time, Oregon comes away with the victory after building up the big lead. Well, Coach, it was, as Yogi Berra would say, deja vu all over again, except you were able to hold on at the end and win it.
Well, we were. Certainly, the way we started the third quarter with 2 straight turnovers and let 21-point lead slip to a 7-point lead, I know there were doubts in everybody's mind whether we were going to be able to hold on to that game. And then certainly when they scored and went for 2 and we stopped them, but they came back and got a field goal after a turnover, and we were only up by 2 in the fourth quarter. I'm sure that there were a lot of doubters in the Oregon camp, and the good news is that there were players on the field that stood up and refused to let it happen again, if you would, and went out and made the plays. Chad Cota stripped the ball out, got a fumble. Danny O'Neill made a great throw to Willie Tate for the touchdown, but before that there were some key plays, and then the defense stood the challenge in the fourth quarter and made the plays necessary to hold on to the win.
All right, we are ready to go. Oregon won the toss of the coin, elected to defer until the second half. Arizona State will get the football to start this game in a wet, kind of reminded me of the trip to Illinois a little bit, in that it rained before the game and a little bit during that first quarter, then cleared off a little and wasn't too bad the rest of the time.
A little bit during that first quarter. It rained a lot. Here we go, right off the bat, ugly kickoff coverage. Let Arizona State out near midfield.
But your defense does a nice job.
Chad Cota played a great football game, comes in and hits the ball, knocks it out. You see it on the replay. They have a big hole on the counter play here. Bates takes it up inside. Chad puts his arm right on the ball, knocks it out, and Dante Lewis drags it in for the recovery.
So great field position after only 2 plays in this game. And the ball will be at the ASU 49-yard line. We'll scramble for that pigskin. 1st and 5 after offsides against ASU. Jumped in that neutral zone again. O'Neill to Tate. Good for the first down, so you don't need the penalty.
We refused the penalty there. Nice job by Tate getting the first down. And a little good fortune smiled on the Duckies here. We had run an audible on this play, Todd, and Dameron Ricketts did not hear the audible and ran a streak, and this ball is being thrown to Willie Tate. It's overthrown, and Dameron catches it. Pretty nice catch, I might add. His 2nd touchdown.
It's a nice reception touchdown ratio.
Yeah, he got another one later in this game, so he's doing very well for a young receiver.
Thompson's extra point is good, and after the turnover, Oregon leads at 7-0. ASU coming back. Mario Bates, Troy Bailey, number 56. Big game for Troy.
Troy got the start in place of Romeo Bannison, played very, very well. You can see another outstanding play by Troy Bailey right there. He's going to slant from the top of your screen, come in, and make the hit on Bates in the backfield for the tackle.
ASU forced to boot it away, and the Ducks get it right back. But now, deep in their own territory at the 10. Burwell gets 7, and after a penalty against the Ducks, moves them back 5, 2nd and 8. Burwell again up the gut.
Big trap play there. Keith Howington started at the left guard because Eric Barnes was unable to make the trip. You can see a nice block by Heath on the linebacker there, clearing the way for Burwell to pick up the first down on the trap play.
Ball out to the 26-yard line. Now time to put it back in the air. O'Neill to Ricketts again.
Excellent protection. Dameron stumbles there a little bit, but gets the first down. A little sprint out action here. And we find McLemore for about a 9-yard gain.
So Oregon ends up picking up the first down a little bit later. This is a 3rd and 9 play. Good ad lib.
Seems like Willie knows what to do when Danny starts scrambling, and actually had excellent protection, but the coverage was good downfield. Now Willie turns it up, great camera shot there of him turning up, and you see the ball just come right over his shoulder, over the the linebacker there, and Willie makes a nice catch for a big first down.
The drive stalls, and so from the 18-yard line, field goal by Tommy Thompson is good, and a good start for Oregon. They lead it 10-0 midway through the first quarter. But ASU comes right back. Big play here. Bates circles the end for 23 yards to set up the ball at the Oregon 20. And one play later, Jake Plummer, a true freshman from Boise, Idaho, finds his tight end, Steve Bush, 20 yards and the touchdown. Now the track meet is on.
We did not do a very good job on the running game this week for the very first time all season. Bates had over 100 yards, and Arizona State, I think, netted about 140 yards rushing, which is the highest total we've given up since Montana, and Dickerson scrambled for 100 yards of those in that game. Great big play in the special teams for us here. Finally, we get a break, almost gone all the way, just got his ankle tripped. The ground knocked the ball loose. Officials ruled it immediately that the ball was dead. But just an outstanding return here by Burwell. Gets some excellent blocks in the wedge right here. It's a good job by Ricky Whittle picking off the outside man. And Brian Collins is out there blocking the kicker. Gets him out of the way, and he's almost gone. Just gets tripped up. 62-yard return.
Excellent return for Sean Burwell as he continues to add to that all-purpose yardage mark that he has. Dino Filia, nice burst to the outside, upfield. Good first down, 14 yards.
Good run by Dino, and shows the speed that he has. Excellent job breaking it outside, avoiding defensive lineman there, and just does a nice job turning it up the sideline and getting everything he can out of that run.
A couple of plays later, it's 3rd down and 7. O'Neal. Burwell almost got in, bounced in. It was a good call. They marked the ball about the 6-inch line. And then on the next play, over the top.
Good job by the fullback, Dwayne Jones, and Heath Howington, number 68, comes in there and leads the way on the off-tackle play, and Burwell waltzes into the end zone.
So you have answered Arizona State's score and extend the lead once again to 10 points. Thanks in large part to that big kickoff return. And the final play we see of the first quarter, Mario Bates stuffed for a loss of 1.
Troy Bailey in there again. You see this from the ground level. Troy Bailey in there. Rich Rule. Some nice play by interior defense.
So that is the final play that we see in the first quarter. It's a good first quarter for Oregon as they lead Arizona State 17-7. And when we come back, the Ducks will seek to extend that lead. We'll have the second quarter highlights in a moment. Into the second quarter we go. Oregon with the lead 17-7, and they will have the football when we begin play in their own territory at the 33-yard line. Second down play.
Really a good job by Willie understanding where the first down marker was and sticking the ball out there to get the first down. Little quick hitch pass to McLemore, and he picks up the first down.
Kristen's uncle, Mark McLemore, who plays for the Baltimore Orioles, in attendance for the game. So, personal foul.
Personal foul there. We drop the screen pass, and they come from behind and give us a shot in the back and get a 15-yard penalty.
Boy, this is pretty.
Perfectly thrown to Kristen McLemore.
We'll take a look at it downstairs.
Little play action fake. McLemore's taking his man deep, and Danny sets his back foot and throws perfectly in stride to Kristen McLemore for a big, big touchdown.
Indeed it is, as the lead goes to 23-7. Thompson trying to make it 24 with the extra point, and he bangs it through. Great drive, 73 yards, 6 plays in only 42 seconds. ASU comes back. The defense not letting much happen.
Mark Slyman in the backfield to trip him up. Nice job by Mark.
4th and 2. ASU goes for it. Cota, 4th pick of the year.
Intercepted. This was after we had forced him to punt. had a penalty on his rear offsides, and they had 4th and 2 and decided to go for it. John Tomapiao with a good pressure, Cota with the great coverage and the pick.
So Chad,
4 interceptions on the year.
having an outstanding season from that strong safety position. A couple of series later, ooh, man.
We turned 2 people stone cold loose up the middle on Tommy. Did a great job avoiding the rush and getting that pass, led that punt off.
So ASU trying to take advantage of it. First down play.
Troy Bailey gets in there first, and then Slyman and Malapia. You can see Troy Bailey doing a good job here. The guy tries to tackle him, as you'll see as he tries to come off. He's holding on to him, but Troy gets off, gets him to his knee, and then gets help from Slyman and Malapia.
So another 4th down play coming up here. 4th down and 3 at the 38.
Good pressure up the middle. Oh, we don't contain, but great pressure. He just throws it away. We get the ball back.
Good touch, O'Neal to Willie Tate, good for 22 yards.
Just a great touch on that pass. Just floated it up over there, a little quick 3-step drop. Willie beats the linebacker. Just got knocked off balance. I think he was going to spin and keep running, but as he spun, he got hit in the back and went down.
First down play, Burwell.
Nice trap block for about 5 yards.
So 2nd down from the ASU 28. Yeah, you got a good lick there, but stayed on his feet.
Well, that was going to be a screen pass, and Danny could not find the receiver, and he decided not to throw it and made a positive run out of it. Nice job here by Sean Burwell. Good block on the play by Hulu Malapai, freshman fullback. We go to the shotgun in this game for the first time this year, and oh, is he open or what? What happened is the 2 defenders out there kind of went to Willie Tate since he'd been killing them and left Dameron all alone. You can see Willie breaking to the outside. Both defenders go with him, and Dameron comes inside for his second touchdown on the night.
His 3rd touchdown reception of the year. And so with the extra point, it's 31-7. ASU has some time to do something. And late in the half, they kick a 41-yard field goal, and that's the final play that we will see. Oregon had another possession but was unable to get points out of it. So at halftime, Oregon leading Arizona State 31-10. Don't go away. Plenty more to come, so stay with us. Well, we're ready for the 3rd quarter highlights, and you Oregon fans, I was going to say you might not want to watch part of this, but it gets better. You know, it's always darkest before the light, right?
I like that philosophy. Nice omen here. We mishandled the kickoff, almost lose it. Burwell alertly falls on it. But now Burwell's turn to fumble. We don't block anybody at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker comes through, knocks him loose in the football. Big turnover right out of the barrel.
And it doesn't take long for ASU to capitalize. 3 plays later, Mario Bates scoots around the right side for 5 yards and a touchdown. John Baker's extra point is good, and it's 31-17. Does this look familiar? Next possession.
Mishandled the snap. Now he tries to get cute. And we had plenty of time if we just handled the snap clean and punt the ball away. The protection was good enough. But when Tommy came out of there juggling that ball and saw the second wave coming up in there, he tried to run around and kick it out to the side, and we gave him another cheap touchdown. So our 21-point lead disappeared. Now O'Neal comes back with a great pass to Derek Gedweiler off of play action over the middle to get us up around midfield. You can see the play fake to the tailback. Danny squares his shoulders with good protection and finds Derek coming across the middle.
You have to give Derek a lot of credit because he was questionable going into this game with the ankle injury, and I think he re-injured it also.
He did re-injure it, but he did catch 5 passes as well.
Including another one there. 1st and 10 from the ASU 12. After An incompletion and not much yardage. You can see O'Neill to Ricketts. This is a bizarre sequence, Coach.
It was a little nervous time there. Actually, Kristen McLemore recovered that fumble. Burwell's trying to stick it out over the goal line, but the ball was blown dead before they knocked it out. He did get that one across, so when it broke the plane, it was in his possession. You can see it here. They call it touchdown, and then they knock it out. But the ball crossed the plane in his possession for the touchdown.
So, after ASU had gotten 2 quick scores to start the quarter, Oregon with a nice drive to come back, regain that lead, 38-24.
And here our free safety leaves the middle on a zone defense and allows a big play to come right back down the middle at us. Bates runs into Plummer, Jeremy Asher there, Rich Rule.
This was a good job by the defense because another ASU touchdown, and with the one that you had gotten is almost nullified.
Right.
Instead, ASU will be forced to attempt a field goal.
Pressure by Jeremy Asher. Plummer avoids the sack there, steps up, and Troy Bailey, Ernest Jones get him for no gain, and now they have to settle for the field goal. Our touchdown was like throwing water on a forest fire, a bucket of water. We were still on our heels, as witnessed by this drive. Now they get the ball right back, and Bates comes around the end. Miss a tackle there. Did a good job by Reggie Jordan in there at linebacker, number 47. He's a redshirt freshman. Chad Cota makes a tackle on a tight end on a crossing route. And finally, the third quarter is over.
Well, it's over, but certainly not out of the woods, so to speak, with that forest fire burning. And when we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter highlights. Stay with us. Well, Oregon has the lead heading into the final quarter. Put on the old seatbelts again, because here we go. Another wild and wacky ride, this time in Tempe. ASU with the football deep in their own territory. First down and 10, or in Oregon territory, I should say, and a quick touchdown.
Well, they didn't cover Dameron Ricketts on one, so we decided to give it back to them and not cover their tight end. Busted coverage. This is a 2-point play. Big play by our defense. Stops them from getting the 2-point conversion and leaves us up by 5 at this point. Danny O'Neill goes deep, but it's intercepted. Down, we get called for a personal foul, late hit. Excellent call by the officials. Gives them 15 more yards, and they kick a field goal out of that turnover, and now we're ahead by 2. Count them. 1, 2.
You've lost a big lead, and we've lost one of our cameras.
Big play here. This is an audible at the line of scrimmage. We get what we call an advantage audible because Danny reads that the linebacker is covering Willie Tate man-to-man, and we audible to it and get him on the flag route for a big first down and move us up toward midfield.
1st and 10 from the 47.
Play action pass to Derek Deadweiler over the middle. Again, doing a very good job playing on a bad ankle. Pass protection is outstanding on that particular play, and a real nice pass by Danny.
1st and 10 at the ASU 32-yard line. About 9.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Ball thrown up. You can see pass interference is called after the interception. We actually had offsetting penalties because pass interference, Oregon, illegal shift, and so on a 2nd and 17, O'Neill is sacked, kind of out of field goal range at this point. So Tommy forced to boot away, trying to put it down there inside the 10.
This is a bad play. I mean, Jeff Sherman's down there, catches the ball, can't hang on to it with that cast on his hand, and it bounces in, and they get it at the 20 instead of us having pinned him on in about the 4 or 5 yard line. Nice job by Ernest Jones tackling Bates for no gain. You can see Ernest coming off the tight end, stepping up and making the play on Bates.
So a loss of 3. 3rd and 13. And the Sun Devils momentarily off the hook. 25-yard reception. Clyde McCoy. Now they got it out at their own 42, but the defense comes up with a big play right here.
This is a big play. Chad Cota rips the ball out as Bandison and Rockwell are in there on the tackle. Chad Cota, you can see from the top of your screen, you'll see Chad Cota come in, or actually from the bottom. He's coming around behind. He gets his hand on the ball right there and rips it. Out it comes. And
Alex Molden
gets
the fumble recovery.
Cradles it in. Big, big play by the defense. Takeaway.
Huge play.
Play action pass, good coverage. Kulu Malapai, redshirt freshman, picks up a first down.
A gain of 13.
True freshman.
That's right.
On the replay, you can see here, excellent protection. And Kulu makes the catch in the flat, breaks one tackle before stepping out of bounds with a big first down.
But after a sack, it's 2nd and 20. O'Neal to Dameron Ricketts, good for 11 yards. Now you're kind of in field goal range. You got the ball at the 33, but it'd be a long field goal. This is a huge play in this game. O'Neal keeps it. Ooh, delivering the blow.
You've been watching Ricky Whittle, huh? Give that guy the shot. This is a good job by Danny, understanding that we need better field position, if nothing else, for the field goal. But once he breaks it up here, he understands he's got a great chance to get the first down, and he isn't going to cut himself short, and he delivers the blow. Nice job by Danny getting the first down on a big, big play.
And this one even more important because it results in points. O'Neal scrambles, feathers the ball into Willie Tate right by the pylon for the touchdown, and because it gives Oregon more than a 7-point lead, we've decided that's the play of the day.
Oh, the good news is we had a lot of choices in this game on plays of the day. This is just a simple 3-step drop. What we have is a single back in the backfield, Todd. Tate's at the tight end. We've got a receiver out here, receiver out here, and we're actually looking over to the 2-receiver side here. And Danny takes his 3-step drop, looks over there, doesn't like what he sees, feels a little pressure coming here, bails back this way, and as Willie runs an out route and the wide receiver runs a slant, Willie takes it up the field, Danny sees him and floats it up over the coverage to the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. See it again. Willie's on the bottom, starting to the flat. Danny comes back, scrambles out. Willie turns deep. O'Neal throws it over the linebacker for the touchdown. Nice catch by Willie. 9 catches on the evening, 1 touchdown. Phenomenal performance. Here they come with the reverse. Eugene Jackson stayed at home, and Chad Cota came from the backside after Eugene turned it in, and Chad made the tackle for a loss.
ASU does pick up a first down.
Jeremy got to work on his hands. Good zone drop by Jeremy Asher, deflected the pass.
4th and 10. Plummer eludes the rush and finds a former quarterback, Troy Rauer, now playing at a slot back tight end type position. Good for the first down. Less than 4 minutes to play.
They had 4 fourth downs, and that was the only one they converted in the game.
Big Romeo chasing
Big Romeo, he's fresh until that play anyway. He came up to me on the sideline, you know, in the 4th quarter and said, "Coach, I'm ready. I can play. I'm all right. I can play." And so I had him go warm up, and he was right. Now, they had a penalty on that play, illegal procedure. That play was nullified. And a nice job there by DJ Cabrera, who's playing with an assortment of injuries after coming off of the knee surgery from a year ago. Nice job. Ernest Jones coming from the backside.
2nd down and 17. ASU trailing by 9 points. Good position there by Dante Lewis.
Excellent coverage. We had a blitz up the middle. Plummer avoided the blitz. We get tackled a few times here. Holy cow. Nice job breaking on the ball there. Dante Lewis. Incomplete.
4th and 17. So Plummer knows he has to throw it. He can't run for 17 yards. He just kind of dumps it down there and almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted by Grady O'Connor. In hot pursuit was Romeo Bandison.
They got a couple of final plays and
Ernest Jones, Saxon, to pretty well end the game. You see Ernest coming in. He's on the ground. The guy's laying on top of him. He gets back up, comes out of the grasp, and gets the sack on Plummer.
And that'll do it. Oregon holds on to defeat Arizona State 45-36. Big win. First conference win of the year for Oregon. Improves their overall record to 4-2. Let's take a look at some of the statistics. First downs. Wow, 28 first downs for your team, Coach. Great performance by the offense in that department. Passing yardage, 364 to 237. Total offense over 400 yards once again. Turnovers. Well, the Ducks commit a couple. ASU, though, committed 3, so you go +1 this week in the turnover department. Punting, Thompson obviously had a rough time with the blocked punt there. Penalties, third down conversion. Once again, Oregon over 40% on its third down conversion attempts. Keep in mind, Arizona State also 1 for 4, so they were 4 for 18 in third and fourth down situations. Good job by your D. Individually, Danny O'Neill with a career-high 364 yards, ties his school record held with Bill Musgrave for touchdowns in a game. Remember, Danny had 4 against Texas Tech as a redshirt freshman. Plummer, 18 of 37. He threw 2 touchdowns, but he also threw the interception as well. Rushing department, Burwell leading the way with 50, a couple of touchdowns. Bates over the 100-yard mark, and he also had the 1 score. Receiving, big day for Willie Tate. 9 for 124, 1 touchdown. Ricketts, 5, 2 touchdowns. Derek Deadweiler, 5 for 71. He continues to lead the Ducks overall. He's over 30 now for the year, Derek Deadweiler. And tackles, Chad Cota, solid game. He forced a fumble. He had the interception, 11 tackles. And Bailey also had a number of tackles to go along with those 2 sacks. After the game, we went into the locker room and got the players' reaction.
We got a good team, as I said before. A great team, I should say, because we got some people with some heart out there, some ability, ready to play. Working together, we can beat anybody. I will stand by my word.
Yeah, well, I knew I had to. I mean, I stepped in for Romeo Bandison, and, you know, if you even want to be on the same page or even in the same book with him, you have to give it everything you got. And I, you know, gave it everything I had.
I had to step up. Gary went down in the first play of the game, and I found myself in the middle of things. I tried, I mean, with Romeo down and Troy stepping up and doing a great job and Steely's playing great in the nose, I just had to try to hold up my end of the line and count on the other guys to do their job and do the best I can.
First half, as usual, you know, we come out storming, playing great football. And the second half, it's like, you know, there's a curse on us or something. You know, we're jinxed. There's nothing we can do about it. It just comes out and plays happen. But we came out, you know, beginning of the third quarter was tough, but the fourth quarter we stepped it up and made some plays.
So for the coach, I'm Todd McKim. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll get back on that roller coaster this week and see where we land as we head up to Seattle. The Ducks taking on the Washington Huskies. So for the coach, I'm Todd McKim. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next week.